Sawadee krap, it's Tuesday, November 12th. I'm JP Mestanza, and this is Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. Let's start with our top story. Water supply from the Bang Wad reservoir, the island's main water source, it was reduced by 25% 2 weeks ago and will be reduced to half its regular flow starting January 1st, the busiest week for tourism on the island for the whole year. The move comes as water officials take drastic measures in the hope of making water reserves last until the annual monsoon rains return in earnest next May, and leaving the island dependent on supply from private water sources until then. The Office of the National Water Resources, the ONWR, which reports directly to the Prime Minister's office, they ordered Phuket Water Authority Chief Graisorn Mohammed and his office to take immediate steps to conserve water. Officials hope that water supplied from private sources will be enough for the coming months. There are 5 private water source owners to provide water usually served by the Bang Wad reservoir, while there are 3 sources for the Bang Neo Dam. Chief Graisorn says that as long as they can supply the volumes agreed in the 585 million baht total in contracts, then Phuket will be fine. But if not, then quote, we will have a serious problem. Chaiwat Limlikit Akson, a former chief of Keng Krachang National Park, he turned himself over to authorities at the Department of Special Investigation, the DSI, in Bangkok this morning to answer a charge of murdering forest-based Karen rights activist Porlaji Billy Rakchong Charwan. Chaiwat and 3 other suspects in the murder reported to investigators as he promised on Monday after the DSI obtained court warrants for their arrest in connection with the murder of the 31-year-old Karen rights activist known as Billy. Billy was last seen alive in April 2014 in the custody of Chaiwat and other park officials for allegedly collecting wild honey in the forest. But Billy was in the midst of his relatives' lawsuit chewing against Chaiwat for setting fire to their bamboo huts and rice barns during a series of forced evictions in the Keng Krachang National Park. Chaiwat and the others were charged over that disappearance back then, but they were eventually acquitted over lack of evidence. And it remained a missing persons case for 5 years until June of this year, when the authorities, they found skull fragments in an oil drum in the Keng Krachang reservoir that matched with the DNA of Billy's mother, and a murder investigation was launched, which led to the new charges of premeditated murder and concealing the body. Chaiwat is denying the accusations. Police will seek arrest warrants for copyright agents who ordered kratong floats adorned with copyrighted cartoon characters from a 15-year-old girl and then had her arrested and fined for copyright infringement. Police were expanding the investigation after more than 40 vendors filed complaints against the same agents, alleging they also sought police action against them in a copyright sting to extort fines. The scam was exposed after a Nakhon Ratchasima teenager, identified only as Orn, she was arrested back on November 1st for making kratongs featuring cartoon characters and forced to pay a 5,000 baht fine for copyright infringement, sparking public anger. Phuket Extra will be right back after this.
Join the race of legends, Laguna Phuket Triathlon Sprint Distance and Charity Fun Run. Register now, lagunaphukettri.com.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Police are seeking arrest warrants for 2 suspects whose DNA samples were found at the scene of last Tuesday night's massacre at a security checkpoint in Yala's Muang district, which killed 15 and injured 5 others. The suspects are Saudi Ting Useng, whose blood was found at the attack scene, and Natsarulo Sama, whose DNA was also found there. Both suspects already face a number of arrest warrants over their alleged involvements in previous insurgent attacks, including an attack on a security checkpoint in Yala's Krong Pinang district in 2017, in which 12 people died, and the bombing and arson attacks on the Provincial Electricity Authority's regional office in Kabang district of Yala just last year. As for the 6 people who were detained after multiple raids in Yala and neighboring Patani province on Saturday, police say they were still being questioned at a military camp in Patani's Nongchik district. Birmingham, England was the site of the Cake International 2019 competition, the biggest cake event in Europe, and 3 Thai cake designers took home some of the top prizes. Thai cake boss Lipakon Priyapa Bu Lakit won the Gold Award in Class H decorative exhibit at the event this week for his cake named The Queen, which tells the story of the British monarch, and it caught the attention of observers, contestants, and the media as they praised the extravagant details on that sweet treat. Thailand had 2 other cake designers win gold awards, named the halved World Cake by Deshakon Singh Ampai in Class 1, small decorative exhibit, as well as the Pupla Tewalai cake from Varet Chantawicha Nuwang, who won in Class H decorative exhibit as well, for his creation that reflects Buddhist morality through the art of Thai sculptures. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching. Until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.